The UFC heavyweight division is at one of the most critical moments in its history. The fate of the entire division is in Tom Aspinall's hands, and if the interim champion fails against Ciryl Gane, the heavyweight division could lose even more credibility in the eyes of the world. And the message is clear: it's not enough to win. Aspinall needs to win convincingly, because Jon Jones is watching from afar, waiting for the slightest slip to destroy his morale and discredit the entire division's work. Check out exactly what veteran Matt Brown had to say about this situation, as well as Tom Aspinall's reaction regarding his fight with Ciryl Gane finally being made official, and more. Matt Brown, known for his strong and honest opinions, left no room for doubt. He stated that the heavyweight division is at risk and that Tom Aspinall carries the burden of proving that the division still deserves respect. He also warned that a loss for Aspinall could be a heavy blow to his reputation, potentially costing him all his credibility in the MMA world. The heavyweight division is on the line. If Gane goes in and beats him, no disrespect to Gane. Love the guy, the heavyweight division loses a lot of respect. Even if Tom goes out there and it's a close fight, or he gets dropped and then has to come back or something like that. The heavyweight division has so little respect right now, probably deservedly so. I think even with Gane getting his third title shot in a couple of years, Tom has to show he is the heavyweight division. He has to prove that to the world. The heavyweight division's not just shit, but I'm so good that the heavyweight division is shit. This is the thing, he has to go out there and prove to the world. If he goes out there and loses to Gane, the division already is not respected. That brings Tom down significantly, I think. In other words, this isn't just a title fight, it's a fight for the honor of the entire division. Matt Brown went further. Even if Aspinall wins, if his performance isn't convincing, the criticism will come anyway. The narrative is cruel. Either you dominate, or you'll be treated as someone who failed to carry the weight of the division. And Brown made it clear that Jon Jones' shadow will be present every second of this bout. And the former champion will be rooting with all his might for his former rival to get beaten badly that night. How he beats Gane, assuming he does, plays a factor, too. If it turns out to be a close fight, again Jon's going to be on his phone with Twitter open watching this fight. Just waiting for Tom to F***ck up and get dropped and get leg kicked and limping a little bit. Jon can't wait for that moment. This is the situation Jon was craving the whole time. He beats Gane in 2.5 minutes, and he's like dust off his shoulders. Alright guys, I'm out for a minute. What can you do, Tom? It's hard to beat a guy in 2.5 minutes, a professional fighter. That's not easy to do. If Jon fought him 10 times, he probably wouldn't beat him that fast 10 times. That was one in those 10 times he beat him that fast. But now he did it, and he can say he did it. If Tom doesn't match that, you suck, Tom. You just fought somebody worse. Jon Jones finished Ciryl Gane in under 3 minutes, and that cast a huge shadow over Tom Aspinall. If Tom can't surpass Gane with the same dominance, critics and Jones himself will use that as ammo to say he isn't worthy of being the real champion. And to make it worse, Jon Jones lives for this type of narrative. Even now, away from the octagon, he loves these debates, jumping on every detail to reaffirm his moral throne in the heavyweight division. In other words, Tom Aspinall isn't just fighting Ciryl Gane, he's fighting Jon Jones' shadow and the global perception that the heavyweight division has lost its greatness. Tom Aspinall also gave his honest take and didn't hold back when speaking about his fight against Ciryl Gane. The Englishman recalled the entire history of refusals and made it clear that now, in Abu Dhabi, it's time to settle things once and for all, and there's no way for Gane to run away like he did in the past. Finally, we're back after over a year hiatus. Me and Ciryl Gane finally signed on the dotted line. This is the 4th time we've been matched up together. He turned me down for a fight early on, before we were in the rankings. After that, he fought Sergey. I said in a post-fight interview, after I beat Ciryl, that I was going to fight the winner of that fight at UFC Paris. I went to Paris. Ciryl, unfortunately, turned down the fight on a second occasion. The original opponent was Ciryl Gane. Unfortunately, Ciryl was busy that date and was filming his Netflix series. And now we are matched up for the 25th of October, Abu Dhabi. Me and Ciryl, the 4th attempt is here. And this is Cyryl's 3rd title shot. We are going to try and get rid of Ciryl Gane from the title picture for good. It's impossible not to notice the frustration in Aspinall's words. According to him, there were 3 previous refusals from Ciryl Gane, who always found a way to avoid the matchup. And now, on the 4th attempt, there's no more room for postponements or excuses. The Englishman knows he needs to win, and not just win, but win convincingly. Aspinall also took a jab by reminding everyone that Gane is getting yet another title shot without any major recent victories. But while Aspinall prepares to silence the critics inside the octagon, Jon Jones continues his grandiose narrative, mixing promises, legacy, and even patriotism. Check out Jones' latest statements. Right after confirming that he's shelving retirement and plans to have one more fight in his career. Why the negativity? My last fight, I beat the greatest heavyweight of all time for a record-breaking 16 title wins. I did it in my home state at Madison Square Garden. And if that wasn't my last time fighting, the next one will be at the White House at the biggest event in the history of our sport. I heard the comments made at last night's press conference. While I was a little disappointed, I'm still in the UFC's drug testing pool, staying sharp and continuing to train like a professional. I'll be ready for whatever comes next. In a recent interview, I shared that the opportunity to fight at the White House gave me something deeper to fight for, a why that goes beyond paychecks or belts. Fighting for my country gives me a greater purpose. The silver lining in all this is knowing the fans see my heart. They see, I am ready and willing to take on anyone to represent my country on a historic stage. For me, it's never been just about the opponent. I'm chasing legacy, something timeless, something bigger than the moment. So for now, I'll keep grinding, stay patient, and stay faithful. I'm ready to fight on July 4th. Jon Jones tries to sell the image of a hero, someone fighting for a legacy bigger than titles or money. But in practice, his statement raises even more doubts. The idea of fighting at the White House sounds more like a publicity stunt to keep the spotlight on him than a real proposal. And that has been irritating fans and analysts alike. Instead of facing Aspinall, the champion prefers to talk about grand dreams and vague promises. And amidst all this, the pressure falls squarely on Tom Aspinall. He not only needs to beat Ciryl Gane, but he also needs to prove that the belt is in the right hands. Like it or not, Jon Jones remains lurking, ready to discredit any victory. That isn't as dominant as his against Gane. The fight between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane, set for October in Abu Dhabi, is not just another title bout. It's a chance to redefine the image of the heavyweight division. Matt Brown's message is blunt and painful. The heavyweight division is hanging by a thread. If Tom Aspinall loses to Ciryl Gane, the division will be labeled weak and irrelevant, a distant echo of the golden era of giants. And even if he wins, but without brilliance, Jon Jones will be there, ready to mock, laugh, and use it as justification to keep saying he doesn't need to face him. The pressure is absurd. Aspinall knows he carries not just the belt, but the future of the entire division. He can't just win, he needs to convince. He needs to prove he's different, that he's special, that he's the man who can restore the heavyweight division's lost respect. But now, what do you think? Will Tom Aspinall live up to expectations and shut Jon Jones up for good? Or will we see the heavyweight division sink further into disbelief, giving Jones the perfect excuse to continue reigning as the villain who rules even without fighting? Drop your opinion in the comments so we can chat. If you're truly a fan of MMA and like staying updated on everything happening in the fight world, it's definitely worth checking out these other two videos that are appearing on the screen. These two videos are extremely important, and I'm absolutely sure you'll enjoy them and stay well informed on the latest MMA news. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button to help spread the content. See you next time.